Assalamu alaikum. The general pathology practical which we are going to discuss today is about pathological calcification. What is pathological calcification? It is the abnormal deposition of calcium salts together with smaller amounts of iron, magnesium and other mineral salts in tissues. Here you can see an example of calcification. There is a radiograph and it shows the right and the left humerus demonstrating extensive calcified soft tissue deposits. Now moving on to the types of pathological calcification. It can be dystrophic calcification and metastatic calcification. Let us discuss briefly the differences between dystrophic and metastatic calcification. Now, dystrophic calcification is the deposition of calcium salts in dead and degenerated tissue, while metastatic calcification, it is the deposition of calcium salts in normal tissues. Here the calcium metabolism is normal, while in metastatic calcification it is deranged, and the serum calcium levels are normal in dystrophic calcification, while in metastatic calcification there is hypercalcemia. And generally the dystrophic calcification is irreversible and metastatic calcification is reversible upon correction of metabolic disorder. Now the cause of dystrophic calcification include necrosis, infarcts, thrombi, hematomas, dead parasites, old scars, erythromas, monkey burrs, sclerosis, certain tumors, cyst, calcinosis cutis. And metastatic calcification, the cause include hyperparathyroidism due to adenoma, hyperplasia, chronic renal failure, bony destructive lesions, example myelomas, metastatic carcinoma, prolonged immobilization, hypervitaminosis D, milk alkali syndrome, hypercalcemia of infancy. Brief pathogenesis of dystrophic calcification. There is increased binding of phosphates with necrotic and degenerative tissue, which in turn binds to calcium, forming calcium phosphate precipitates. And metastatic calcification, there is increased precipitates of calcium phosphate due to hypercalcemia at certain sites, example in lungs, stomach, blood vessels and cornea. Now discussing the gross features and the microscopic features of dystrophic calcification. Grossly, the dystrophic calcifications are seen as fine white granules or crumbs, often felt as gritty deposits. This is calcification of the aortic valve. It is an unopened aortic valve in a heart with calcific aortic stenosis, and the semilunar cups are thickened and fibrotic, and behind each cup are irregular masses of piled up dystrophic calcification. Microscopically, the calcium salts appear as basophilic amorphous granular crumbs, and these deposits may be intracellular, extracellular or in both locations. Here you can see dystrophic calcification in degenerated tunica media of muscular artery of uterine myometrium in Monckeberg's arteriosclerosis. As we discussed earlier that dystrophic calcification occurs in dead tissue and degenerated tissues, let us discuss few examples of dystrophic calcification in dead tissue. It can be seen in caseous necrosis in tuberculosis, in infarcts, in fat necrosis in acute pancreatitis, traumatic fat necrosis seen in breast, and calcification in breast cancer detected by mammography. And some examples of dystrophic calcification in degenerated tissues include dense old scars which may undergo hyaline degeneration and subsequent calcification. Erythromas in the aorta and coronaries frequently undergo calcification. Monckeberg sclerosis shows calcification in the tunica media of muscular arteries in elderly people. Stroma of tumors such as uterine fibroids, breast cancer, thyroid adenoma, goiter, etc. show calcification. And pneumoma bodies or calcospheroids. These are characteristics spherules of calcification such as seen in meningioma, papillary serous cyst adenocarcinoma of the ovary and papillary carcinoma of the thyroid. Here you can see a case of papillary thyroid carcinoma. Pneumoma bodies are seen as constricted layers of calcium deposition in the tumor stroma, and cysts which have been present for a long time, example epidermal and pyrocyst. Calcinosis cutis is a condition of unknown cause in which there are irregular nodular deposits of calcium salts in the skin and subcutaneous tissue. Senile degenerative changes may be accompanied by dystrophic calcifications such as in costal cartilages, trachea or bronchial cartilages, and pineal gland in the brain. Here is a diagram showing monkey bars medial calcified sclerosis, and here you can see the purplish blue calcifications in the media, and the lumen is unaffected by the process. This is the most insignificant form of arteriosclerosis. Now moving on to metastatic calcification. Metastatic calcification is deposition of calcium salts in otherwise normal tissue because of elevated serum levels of calcium, which can occur because of deranged metabolism as well as increased absorption or decreased excretion of calcium and related minerals. The cause include hyperparathyroidism, destruction of bone tissue, and vitamin D related disorders including vitamin D intoxication and systemic sarcoidosis, and certain causes associated with renal failure which causes secondary hyperparathyroidism. Discussing the gross features and the microscopic features of metastatic calcification, they are similar to dystrophic calcification. Grossly, the calcium salts appear as white granules or gray chalky masses. Here you can see the lung showing metastatic calcification. Calcium deposits have firm consistency and gritty feelings on cutting like stones. Microscopically, they appear as blue granules and masses with HNE. Here you can see metastatic calcifications of alveolar walls in acute pneumonitis. Now discussing the sites of metastatic calcifications, it can occur in kidneys, especially at the basement membrane of the tubular epithelium and in the tubular lumina causing nephrocalcinosis, lungs especially in the alveolar wall, stomach on the acid secreting fundal glands. Here you can see gastric calcification, and there are prominent scattered irregular amorphous basophilic substances are present and small deposits in the superficial lamina propria. These irregular basophilic amorphous material is positive by von Poser stain, and then in blood vessels, especially on the internal elastic lamina. Cornea is another site affected by the metastatic calcification, and synovium of the joint causing pain and dysfunction. Now all the students are required to draw the diagram. Thank you.